Hi everyone, my name is Jocelyn, in case you couldn't see it there. I am the woman behind Parenting as We Grow. You may be wondering why I have this background. I also teach for VIP Kid online, so this is for my students. So I am the woman behind Parenting as We Grow, and I am here to share some amazing tips that I have used myself about saving money on groceries. So before we get started, make sure to hit that little subscribe button and the little bell to get the alerts, and you will get all my notifications of all these amazing videos that I am going to be creating about saving money. So this actually all started because my husband and I were in transition between jobs at the same time, so we had to get smart with our money. I was always a minimalist and trying to save, that's just fun for me, but now it became more of a necessity. So I really learned what to do in order to get the most bang for my buck when doing groceries. So that is what I'm going to share with you now, just some tips and tricks to help you out, and let's begin. Alright, so step number 1, make sure that you know how much money you can be spending. If you don't know your budget, you might overspend, and there goes the savings. So create a budget, look at all of your income and all of your expenses, and make sure to break them down and know exactly how much money you can spend. Step number 2, make sure to take inventory of the items you already have. So I did this the first time I did it on a sheet of paper, and it was super messy and I had things all over the place. So I made sure to create something for you guys that would make this so much more organized and neater and just so much better in general. So I created several sheets that I'm going to show you in just a second of inventory for your fridge, your freezer, your pantry. There are just so many things in that little bundle that you can get, and it's free, don't worry. And it just really helps you stay organized, because it can get confusing when you take inventory when you have so many items. So step 1, make your budget. Step 2, take inventory. Get in that pantry, get in that fridge, take things out and start writing down. Write down the date, write down the item, and write down when it expires, if that is applicable for that item. So go through everything in your pantry, freezer, and fridge. That way you know exactly what you have. Once you do that, you take advantage that everything is out and wipe down all of the surfaces. It's not common for us to take out everything from the pantry or the freezer, so take advantage and clean it off, and trust me, you'll thank me later. Alright, so step number 3 is to look at your weekly ads. I know, weekly ads do not have the best rep, but trust me, they help you save. In case you don't know what a weekly ad is, if you get a bunch of newspaper looking mail that you just don't even look at and throw in the trash, those are your weekly ads. I am guilty of this. I did this for so long, and now I actually look forward to those weekly ads because I actually save money by looking. A weekly ad is just all the sales the store has. So the discounts, the buy one get ones, all of those great savings and deals is what's on those weekly ads. So instead of throwing them in the trash, next time take a look at them and see exactly what savings you'd be getting if you actually picked certain items. So what do I mean by pick certain items? When you go through a weekly ad, you see the items that are on discount, and let's say, for example, you always buy grapes, and this week at Aldi's they are for 99 cents a pound. Normally, if you go to Publix, they're about $1.99 a pound. So grapes can be pretty expensive. So if you look at that weekly ad and you see that the grapes at Aldi's are on sale, go to Aldi's and save some money. So weekly ads are your best friend. Very, very much your best friend. which, by the way, side note, I love Aldi's. I have become the biggest fan. I hated it at first. I thought it was unorganized and just everything, there was no real shelves. It was kind of in boxes. I didn't like it. But now I am the biggest fan. They have so many good, like organic and just cheap things that are actually of good quality if you just look. So Aldi's, if you have one near you, make sure to check it out. Twice. The first time I didn't like it, the second time I went, it was great. The weekly ads are very helpful. Just make sure you flip through them after you've done your inventory to begin to get an idea of what items you could possibly get and still save. Alright, so let's start on step 4 to creating a menu plan. So step 4 is, I'm looking at my notes. Step 4 is, alright, so once you have those items that you're gonna use or potentially use from your weekly ads, get those items plus your inventory that you've already taken so you know everything you have in your kitchen. Put those together and begin to brainstorm what meals you want to have. So remember when I told you I had this awesome little bundle that helps you save and create your menu? Here's another piece of that bundle. In that bundle, I also created a menu that has all the days of the week, different breakfast, lunch, and dinner slots so that you can strategically organize it so that it is easy to understand. When I first started, I did not have that. And I would just do this, and it was a mess. I had things all over the place, things scratched out for my inventory, my grocery list. It was just a mess. Let me see. What else did I got on here? I was always getting flustered and frustrated, and this one has like food stain on it. Like it was just a mess. So I made sure to create some awesome sheets that you can just put on your fridge, print them out, put them on your fridge, and they are so easy and organized for you. So back to what I was getting to at step 4, get those weekly ad items in your inventory, put them together, and start to brainstorm what meals you're going to have. A little note, make sure when you're creating your meal, don't go crazy trying to add all these cool, exciting meals. It's not going to save you money. If anything, you're going to spend more money because you don't know what items you need, how many servings it's really going to give you. So if you want to try new meals, great, I'm all for it. But stick to about 1 new meal a week. Before that, you have staple items for your home. Every home has a staple item. For us, Friday night is pizza night. Saturdays, burgers. Tuesdays, Taco Tuesday. And for some reason, Taco Tuesday never becomes tacos. I don't know why. For some reason, it becomes on Wednesdays. So we're going to start switching it up to Taco Wednesdays. It's not as much of a flow, but you get the idea. So use those staple items to fill in those gaps. We make arepas for lunches maybe 3 times a week. My son loves arepas, so that is a cheap, easy meal go-to, and we use them to fill in the menu. So when I say fill in, let me just show you. There's a better one that I'll show you in a second, but so you can have an idea. So we have breakfast, lunch 1, lunch 2, and dinner. We like to eat 4 times a day. That's me. In the bundle, I have 3 times a day, 4 times a day. You'll see that there's different times. So I like to just start writing out the dinners we're going to have, and then leftovers for the next day. And as I go, I'll start filling in. I like to have a salad a day, so I know I have 1 more meal for each day. My son has eggs for breakfast or pancakes for breakfast. We know what we like to eat, and I just start filling in those little gaps. So as I go, the columns begin to get full and like that. There's always a day that it's just leftovers because at the end of the week, you usually have some food, extra food in the fridge, and you want to make sure to consume that before the following week so you don't waste any money. That's a very good saver. Leftovers. All right, so next, once you have created that menu with those different meals, create your grocery list. Now, here's a little tip that I learned. Literally go through each meal and figure out what you need for each meal. Why do I say this? When I first did this, I thought I had all the items in it, and when I got home, I realized I had the picadillo, which is the ground beef, but I didn't have the tomato sauce in it because I said picadillo, cool, I need ground beef and sazon, I'm done. But in reality, I needed tomato sauce as well, and I had already left that. So, for example, for breakfast, we have tortilla wraps with bacon, cheese, and turkey. I will break down that meal. Tortilla wraps. I need tortillas, I need bacon, I need cheese, and I need turkey. So I know exactly what I need for that one. And as you go, you'll see you'll start repeating items and you don't need to get as many. That is also a good tip. Don't try to make meals that you will use the same ingredients for. This way, you don't spend more money on all these different ingredients. Like those tortillas, I can use them for breakfast. I can use them to make quesadillas. I can use them for I can make them for tacos. Like there's so many things that you can use it for, which is perfect. So try to incorporate those ingredients that you can use for several different meals. All right. So that last step is to create your grocery list and make sure you have every single item on it. And if you want to find a really cool way to budget out all of your items, once you've created the grocery list, if you want to see how to budget out all of your items to see exactly how much you're going to spend, I have a really cool trick that costs you nothing and it's online. So it's super easy, quick, you don't have to write anything down, but it is very convenient. All right, so now that I have given you all of my steps and tips and know how I do it myself, I am going to show you how I use my bundle that I've been talking about in order to get organized. And honestly, these grocery savings has been saving me hundreds of dollars a month. I used to spend so much more. I used to spend about $250 bi-weekly, and now I spend about $100 a week. So yes, it's maybe about $100 saving, but when I was spending those $250, by midweek, I was bored of what I was eating. I didn't know what to eat next. I didn't know what we were going to be eating for dinner. It was all over the place. So with this menu plan, I've actually been able to love what I'm eating, eat better. I'm eating so much better because I'm actually eating meals instead of just snacking, and I'm saving money. I am completely happy with saving $100 a month and eating really good food and knowing what I'm gonna eat and being organized. Like, I will take that over a lot of extra spending any day. All right, so let's see this awesome bundle. Okay, so here is the grocery savings inventory bundle that I have been raving on and on about. If you want your own, just click down below. I'm going to leave a link and this is all yours. Remember, don't worry, it's free. I'm just trying to help you out because I have been there and it is not fun to be flustered when you're trying to get organized. So this is going to help get you organized and get you saving on those groceries. So first thing you're going to see is a grocery list. That grocery list is broken down into different sections. You have frozen foods, you have your fruits and veggies, you have your dairy, meats and seafoods. You get the idea. It is broken down and it really helps you stay organized, and this actually helps when you are going through the grocery store and you don't have a list of random items all over the place. You will know exactly where you need to go in order in the different aisles. A great thing about this grocery list too is that little budget up top really is a little reminder to not go crazy and overspend. So that budget keeps your amount top of mind. So the next few sheets you're going to see are for inventory to keep your inventory from home. So you're going to see your quantity, what item it is, and then the use by date. Don't forget to fill in that use by date, and if something is expired, toss it. If you haven't used it in months and you don't even know why you have it, toss it. Get rid of those things you're not going to use. That way you can start fresh and start ready to go. So here you have the same sheets for refrigerator and freezer. It's super handy to keep it all separate. So when you go ahead and update this inventory, you know exactly what sheet to look for. And the last ones you have are menu plan sheets. So as I told you in the video, these are two different menu plans. One has 4 meals, one has 3 meals. I personally like having 4 meals a day. That's why I created the 4 meal option. But whichever one works for you, that's the one that you should print. So you can go ahead and print out these sheets, and it is a super convenient and organized way to see exactly what meals you're going to be having for each slot. If you want to get fancy, you can go ahead and laminate these, and you can just reuse them. Just use a dry erase marker, and you can erase it and reuse them every week. Alright, so now you have your steps, your tips, your bundle. You have everything that you need in order to begin that menu plan and start saving on groceries. Remember, just click down below and you can get that bundle. And don't forget to subscribe to get all these amazing tips that I'm going to continue to share throughout my process of saving money. So get that bundle, make sure to subscribe. Don't forget, I have my blog, parentingaswegrow.com, if you want to get more tips, more in-depth tips on how to save money. Right? That is it, guys. I hope you found this super helpful. I am here for whatever you need. Just leave a comment down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. All right? That's it. Bye.